Hola! I'm back. Yeah, I'm back to do another one of these. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do one of these a day because this is such an easier way for me to do YouTube. I can't even tell you. I don't know why, but like, well, obviously because there's a lot less editing involved. Because this is kind of like what I've always wanted to do, like not really vlogs, but like to just talk and connect. I don't know. It's weird. Ah, man. I told myself if I was going to keep doing these things, I would play lo-fi music. That way I wouldn't have to edit music. I would just have it playing in the background, which is smart, right? But yeah, I forgot to do that. It's okay. It's kind of impromptu. It is currently 9:30 in the morning. But I've been up since 3. Someone explained to me what's going on because I went to bed at like 9:30 or 10 and then woke up at 3. Tried to go back to sleep, woke up at 4. And yeah, I've just been spending the morning kind of just reading. I got flight tickets that I needed on TikTok. You know how it is. But like, this is crazy. I don't understand. Like, obviously, when I got back from Japan, which was like a week ago, I was jet lagged. But I don't think that's still it, right? Maybe because I'm in a new environment. Like, I just moved into this house a few days ago, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this all out. But yeah, the Spotify event. Okay, so last you heard from me, it was the Spotify event, or that's at least where I was going. Well, let me tell you how I went to the Spotify event, which was really cool. They gave me an Uber code, which I've literally never heard of before, but they gave me an Uber code, which meant that it was like a voucher and I could put it into Uber, and I guess it could take me anywhere I wanted to go. I guess if I said, let's go to New York, Spotify would pay for it, because I literally put in the address to my house, which is 3 hours from Miami, the venue of the Spotify event. And it literally, someone took it and someone took me, and Uber took me. Like, that's crazy. I didn't think it would work that far. I was hoping it would, but I didn't think it would. And it worked. Even the people at the Spotify event, when I told them we Ubered there with the code, they were shocked. So, yeah, surprising. I don't know how far that thing typically works, but pretty cool. So, I learned that, like, when we were talking to the Uber driver, I learned that you can, like, request long trips like that in advance. Like, but that makes sense. And I felt bad for, like, requesting it the day of. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, and that's what I had to do. So it's not my fault. Not entirely. I just felt bad about it. And then what else? When we got to the event, it was really cool. I got to meet a bunch of other creators. Obviously, it's like awkward at first. I definitely felt the social anxiety. But I saw some creators that I knew, which was really cool. I met some new ones. Shout out to Andrea. I met this girl named Zoe who works at Spotify and travels the world and lives in Mexico, which is so cool. Like, what a dream. Yeah, I met a lot of cool people. I saw Edison again, who's a creator that I met through Casa TikTok. I don't know if you guys even care about all this, but like, it was really cool. We got to like learn about podcasting and all that, and like it was just kind of like a brief on there. And then they had like a panel where they talked to 2 really cool Latin podcasters, or not Latin, but like Hispanic podcasters. And yeah, I really liked the experience. Like, I would definitely do something like that again. It was fun, especially considering it was Spotify. And then on top of that, and I didn't know it was a Latin event. It didn't say that anywhere on there. So the fact that we were all Latinos was really cool. And then they gave us some like merch. Not really merch, but like, for example, I have it right here. We got a pen. We got like a phone holder. I don't know what to call that. And we got a notebook. And it says Spotify on it. And there was like snacks, of course, you know. And yeah, it was just really fun. I really liked it. And then we left and drove all the way back home. Uber, of course. Wow, this is like not my shade anymore. Which is weird because we're about to go into winter. And like winter is like, well, Florida doesn't really have a winter. But winter is typically like when I become lighter. And I'm wondering how on earth I became this dark. I changed shades really quickly. So all my foundations are like different colors. This isn't foundation though. This is CC cream. And I don't use a beauty blender typically, but I just use my fingers because I've heard those. I look like a completely different person. Like, ugh, and I have a zit right here, which is so great because it's not going anywhere. It's so fun for me. Anyway, I love that I decided to do this while doing my makeup. Well, it's just convenient for me, but like, I'm not a makeup person at all. So like, I don't know anything. So don't ask. Don't be surprised when I do stuff wrong. Like, probably talking while doing that wasn't ideal. You see? No. What else can I do? Like this. I look so weird. So weird. Is there any way to fix it? I don't know. Maybe just... We're gonna add color to my lips because I look like a corpse. Okay. I may or may not be going to a Christmas concert tonight. Probably not, but I might. We'll see if my sister convinces me. So, if I go, I don't know, you might see it on Instagram. So please follow me on Instagram because that's helpful to me, even though I don't really like Instagram all that much, but I do use it. So please follow me on there. And my name on Instagram is Jozadak. So please follow me. I don't even know at this point. Like, I'm literally just... But yeah. I don't know. What have you guys been doing to get into like the Christmas spirit? Because I'm like getting away from Florida. That's my Christmas spirit. Because there really isn't Christmas here. Like, we have stuff, we have events, but like, it's not really cold enough for Christmas. It's 82 degrees today. It's like not a Christmas vibe. It just really isn't. And I like Christmas to be cold. Inside the house is cold, so we make it Christmas in here. But I'm sure some people come to Florida for Christmas, like getting away from the cold, which makes a lot of sense to me. But that's not what I want to do. I'll be going up north to get away. Okay, it doesn't look half bad. Doesn't look half bad. What do you guys think? I still kind of look like a corpse. Because I don't know if the under eye, I don't know. Anyway. What else is up? I don't really know what I'm doing this weekend. Oh, guys, I learned about something called delayed adolescence, which is essentially the idea that you didn't get to do the stuff that you wanted to do when you were a kid, and you want to do it now, like when you're older, in your 20s, which I 1000% experienced. And it can happen if you're closeted or if you have strict parents. My case was strict parents specifically. Strict parent. I had very strict rules. I couldn't drink coffee. I couldn't listen to music. I couldn't listen to music. Like, imagine not listening to music for like the first 16, 17 years of your life. Like, imagine it being that strict. And I thought I was doing everything right to like appease my dad. But like, once I hit 18 and once I like was a little bit older, I realized like, wow, I've done so much to appease my dad, and I didn't really get to live my own life and choose my own things. So that's really sad saying it out loud, but it's the truth. And that's why I kind of like, I don't know, I struggle getting along with him, and he wonders why. And it's like, because you're super controlling. And I'm glad that I moved out, even though he made it super difficult. But yes, delayed adolescence. Like, there's just a lot of people tell me I have like a child, like childlike behavior, and like, not behavior. I just have like this kind of youthful spirit, I guess. And that's why I get along with like kids a lot when I'm subbing. Like, I feel like I vibe with them really well. And everyone's like, oh, you're very like youthful, like you get along with them really well. I'm like, yeah, and I wonder, I don't know. But I do really think it's because I had to like keep a lot of things inside. And I didn't really get to explore anything when I was a kid. So I didn't get to make mistakes the same way I made mistakes for sure. But like, I was not forgiven for a lot of stuff. I got punished a lot. But delayed adolescence, that's such a interesting thing that we have a word for. Like, I'm glad there's a word for it. It's so, I think it helps a lot when you know what it is that, that happened with you and you have words for it. It just helps so much, I think. Because then you get to learn about it. My favorite part is blush. But yeah, what are other things that I couldn't do? I mean, I couldn't go over to friends' houses. I couldn't have any sleepovers. I mean, that's pretty common in Latino families. But on top of my family being Latino, we also were extremely religious. So, a lot. And then my dad was just an extremist on top of it. Like, was just extreme on top of it. What else wasn't I allowed to do? I mean, we weren't allowed to date, which, you know, I'm fine with anyway. Like, but, we weren't allowed to, I don't know, we weren't allowed to dance. Like, we weren't allowed to do a lot of stuff. We weren't allowed to celebrate Halloween or dress up. We weren't allowed to wear pants to church. Like, bro, do you understand? Like, do you get it? It's crazy. Like, we fought that one pretty hard, to be honest, me and my sister. We both grew up like that. It's just ridiculous. But of course, a parent is trying to do their best. My dad was has a pretty wild past. So, and I feel like he was a lot harder on me. I could go on and on about this forever. Like, it's not coming out. Okay. I can go on and on about this forever. I could make a whole video. But yeah, delayed adolescence is something I learned, and I want to look into it more. Like, I definitely feel like I went through that, and I'm still going through that in my 20s. I didn't get to... Now that I'm out of the house, I feel like I'm really going to go through it. Like, a lot. Ugh, I don't know. Okay. That's a taste. Jeez. Okay. I love my hair today. So, that's everything. I know this is such a random, like, talk, but I hope you were able to do your makeup with me, or sit down with me, or do something with me. I don't know. But yeah, this has been really, really fun. I hope to see you tomorrow. So, te veo mañana. Yo te amo. Bye.